Hey, what's up, guys? I am here at my brother's house in Kennewick, Washington, and preparing for the PCT, which we're going to leave tomorrow at 2 a.m. To get to Wenatchee to pick up another hiker, my hiking partner. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty sweet. So I start, actually, we're going to hit the trail starting on Thursday. And tomorrow we're going to work our way up to the Harts Pass area, spend the night at the hiker hut, and then take off Thursday morning for the border, which will take about 3 to 5 days to get there and back, and a total of about 30 miles each way. So, but I wanted to give you guys just a heads up and just kind of a rundown of all the gear that I'm bringing and everything that I've been doing to prepare for the trip, which I'm really, really excited about, and kind of stressing out a little bit about how I'm going to fit all this damn gear into my pack, which it's a 70-liter pack, and which is really big for hiking the PCT. So let me turn this around for you guys, and I'm going to show you everything that I've got laid out for you, as well as the pile that I'm going to have to send home with my sister. All right, so I'm going to turn this around and we'll show you guys. All right, so I got everything laid out for you. So we got my huge 70-liter pack, which I'm going to be able to fit all of this gear into, which I'll break it down for you. So we've got my sleeping bag. It's in a Sea to Summit waterproof bag. We've got my sunglasses, and we've got my rain gear. So Gore-Tex raincoat with Gore-Tex pants, and then some seal socks, which is also Gore-Tex. I have my winter coat with gloves and a hood. We got my, there we go. Got my sleeping pad, which is inflatable, which also will insulate from the ground. Being that I am going to be sleeping in the snow for a better part of the first part of the trek, I also have a sleeping pad, which will help to insulate the ground. You should lose about 70% of your body heat when you're sleeping on the ground. So you want to make sure that you're insulated and well protected from the elements. We have my tent, which is not a winter tent, but I do have I found a hack on YouTube which can help to insulate the tent. So basically you take a Mylar emergency blanket and you put that over the top of the tent along with a tarp, and then you throw the rain flap over the top of that, and that should help to insulate the tent, as well as filling up the surface area on the tent with your gear and clothes and stuff, just to help to insulate the tent as well. So we got the tent there. We have the food sack. So this is going to be my food for about 10 days. So it's going to be all dried food, along with a bunch of bars. And I do have 10 boxes all planned out. And let me turn this back around for you guys. So did have a bunch of help from Christina. So big thank you to her to helping me prepare all my food and getting my boxes ready for the trek. So I have 10 boxes prepared. With being that I'm plant-based, almost 100% vegan, there's not a lot of options for eating plant-based and backpacking. There's vegetarian options, but there's not a lot of options with backpacking dried food where there's not a lot of where there's no dairy in it. So being that I had a bunch of plant-based food in my cupboard, and I didn't want to throw it away or store it while I'm gone, I just dehydrated it over the past 2 to 3 weeks. So we've got about 50 meals planned with the Mylar bags, and which I bought on Amazon. And I pre-made all my own meals, which I'm really excited about. Actually, Christina did most of the work for that, so I owe her a lot of credit to that. I also have a bunch of bars, Pro Bars and Go Macro, which are all 100% plant-based. I also put together a breakfast pack, which is basically 1 cup of oatmeal mixed with chia and just a bunch of other seeds and nutrients, which will help to keep me energized on the trek in the morning. I also have a supplement pack, which includes some BCAAs, some glutamine, some L-arginine, and some ZMA to help with recovery, and some creatine. So I'll be hopefully gaining muscle over this trek instead of withering away and losing muscle. So I'm eating well on this trek is one of my goals. So I want to make sure that I'm treating the trek just like a workout and preparing my body and fueling the body properly with the right nutrients is very important to me. So again, I'm going to turn this around and we'll show you the rest of my gear. So I do have a shaker bottle. This is probably a luxury item that most people on the trek wouldn't carry with them. However, being that I'm going to have some protein, plant-based protein, and a vegetable powder pack to help keep those nutrients up, I want to make sure that I'm keeping that separate from my water just because it can get kind of gross. We have my headlamp, a light Eno tent light, which is basically let me open that up. It's basically like a battery pack of LEDs, which are super light, and you can light up your tent. Got my flashlight. Both are all rechargeable. I have a 20 whatever whatever it is. It's basically 20. It's a big battery pack along with the Goal Zero solar power that can help recharge that throughout the day. This is my mess kit, along with which includes a pot and my MSR stove, and we got some fuel, and we got water purification, and then my book. This is another luxury item. I know it's a hardcover, and it's going to be a book that I'm going to be reading throughout the journey. And if you have never heard of it, you should definitely check it out, because it is where the monomyth definition comes from. And it was written in the 30s and 40s and is the basis for all of the amazing blockbuster movies that are out there. And so Hero with 1,000 Faces is the book that I'm going to be reading. So obviously we have toilet paper and a shovel to help bury my doo-doo. And then, fitness is important to me. So I did make some handles that I can do some pull-ups on the trail with some paracord. We have a band that I can do some stretching with, and then a lacrosse ball where I can roll out soreness, and then a golf ball for my feet, because my feet, that's like your tires, your wheels, your rims have to be, got to make sure that your feet are dry, and that you're taking good care of your feet. So along with, let me show you my clothes. So we got a dry sack for that, and then I've got pants, shirt, underwear, and then socks, all wrapped up in 2 packs, plus my clothes that I'm going to be wearing on my first day, and then an extra fleece, socks, and that's pretty much it, you guys. So that was gear shakedown number 1, and we'll see. I'm going to try and fit it all in the pack and see if it all fits. But prior to this, as you can see behind me, that was all the extra gear that I had, and it was definitely a struggle trying to fit everything into my pack. So I'm going to pack this all up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's finished. So again, we kick off the trek tomorrow, which we're going to work our way up to the Harts Pass area, and then spend the night, and then kick off on the trail to head up to Harts Pass and then up to the border on Thursday. So we'll keep you guys updated, and thank you guys for watching and supporting me on my trek on a PCT monomyth. You guys take care, and we'll see you soon.